Who on earth are you? You don't look like the others.
What others?
Well, the mages who are hanging around these ruins over there. Are you one of that bunch, then? Brave thing to run around here by yourself.
Who are you?
I'm sure you've heard of me before. I'm Alligator Jack, feared all over the country. I'm one of the most dangerous pirates around here. Together with Captain Greg, I've boarded more merchant vessels than I can count. You're looking at a living legend here.
Your captain's name is Greg?
Right. He's the greatest pirate the sea ever spawned.
I think I know your captain. I met him in Corinus.
Greg, in Corinus? Nonsense. Greg is out at sea after booty with some of the lads. The only thing that could bring Greg to Corinus would be one of the king's prison galleys. He's one of the most wanted men in the land. He'd never march into town voluntarily and have the royal guard throw him into prison.
If you say so. Do you know a fellow named Raven?
Of course. He's the leader of the bandits to the east. What's your business with him?
I've got to kill him.
What? You? How are you going to do that? Isn't that guy way out of your league? You won't even get close to him. The bandits he surrounded himself with will skin you alive first. You won't even get past their first outpost. The way you look, those bandits will get itchy fingers when they spot you a mile away. I've got a better idea. Come and join us. That'll give you time to think about it. Once you've tried our good home-brewed rum, things will look very different.
I need a bandit's armor.
What would you do with that? It'll only get you into trouble if you're seen with it. Everyone's going to take you for a bandit, and they will try to kill you.
Do you have any idea where I could find armor like that?
We used to have one in our pirate camp, but I don't know whether it's still there.
Where's your pirate camp?
See the cave passage over there? Go through it and continue west, and you'll come to our beach sooner or later. That's where our log huts are. I can take you there if you want. If you do me a favor first.
And what would that be?
I'll have to get the boys some meat before I can go back to camp. You're a strong fellow. I could use your help hunting. Interested?
Tell me more about you pirates.
We've been living here for years. Back before the war, everyone knew us from here to the mainland. Our flag alone would spread terror among the crews of merchant vessels. But those times are past now. It's been weeks since we've run into a merchant vessel. Our Captain Greg left to try and catch another. The rest of us are sitting here in camp, twiddling our thumbs until he comes back. I hope he'll bring back lots of booty.
What is it you hunt?
Only alligators usually, but they're no good for eating. And there aren't any left around here anyway. So I take what I can find. Swamp rats.
What?
Most beasts around here taste like old socks, or they're as tough as alligator meat. Those fat swamp rats are the only thing that is remotely edible.
Let's go hunting.
All right. With two people, that's child's play. Are you ready?
Yes.
Great. Just stay right behind me.
Come here, you filthy beast. Come here, you filthy beast.
The Hollow. There should be some of those beasts around here. Follow me.
Come here, you filthy beast. Come here, you filthy beast.
I was afraid of that.
What?
This handful of beasts here is only about half of what I need. Now we'll have to enter the canyon. Watch out. It's very dangerous deeper down in the canyon. If you hold your life dear, stay very close to me.
What is there in the canyon?
We avoid that area if it's at all possible. That's where you'll find razors. Tough beasts, those. Stay away from them if you want to live another day.
Fine, let's go.
All right. Come on.
You're not from around here, are you? You seem to have traveled far.
Busy?
Don't even ask. Henry wants me to chop down all the trees here.
Henry?
He's the leader of our troop. He stands around at the camp entrance all the time, talking big. More dedicated service to the community and all that crap. But he doesn't lift a finger himself.
Where's your camp?
Just continue down this path here, to the west. You'll see Henry standing there soon enough.
Henry is your leader?
Yes, the leader of our raiding troop. Our captain is Greg, but he's not here at the moment.
I need to move on.
Hey, when you get to our camp, give Henry a message from me. The trees around here are damn stubborn. He'll have to wait for his wood a while longer. Tell him that.
One less monster around.
Come here, you filthy beast.
Wait a minute.
You're a talented hunter. My goodness. If you continue like that, I'll be able to stay in camp next time. Here, take this swamp rat meat to lazy old Morgan. You'll find him in our camp. He's probably lounging on the beach somewhere. He'll be waiting for this. Henry usually guards the entrance to the camp and keeps a lookout for bandits. If he refuses to let you in, just tell him that I sent you. Maybe that'll make him a bit more sociable. Henry is a little too eager and a bit bossy, too.
Can you teach me something?
Sure, I'm a good hunter, and I can show you how to skin animals and pull their teeth. I'll teach you if you like.
Teach me.
What is it you want to learn? Always make the cut at the belly, or the quality will suffer. If you're looking for me, you'll usually find me near my camp in front of the palisade.
Palisades?
Just continue west from here and you'll see what I mean.
Hey, you! I need to...
Don't let those... Halt, friend or foe?
Friend.
Anyone can say that. I don't know you. What do you want here?
What are you doing here?
What does it look like? I must see to it that these miserable wretches gets the palisade built in time. If they don't, Captain Gregg will kick my ass all over the place. Also, I keep strangers from traipsing in here just like that.
Greg's your boss?
He sure is, and is Captain Gregg to you. Have I made myself clear? He's a great man. If you meet him, be careful not to get on the wrong side of him. You won't live long enough to regret it. He's not in the camp right now, though. Francis is in command for now. He sits in front of Gregg's hut all day and goggles at us working.
What are you building the palisade for?
But we don't want to make it too easy for the bandits. Those bastards are getting more brazen all the time. They've been sneaking around our camp for days now, just like sharks after a shipwreck. Some of those good-for-nothings are holding up in the tower a little south of here. But that's only an advance party, I'm sure. If they're really stupid enough to mount an attack, we'll give them a welcome they won't forget.
Why would the bandits attack you?
Because there's war between them and us. What did you think? Everything was peachy at first. We brought them here, they marched right into their swamp and left us alone. But now, those bastards attack anyone who's not one of them. Heaven knows what's gotten into them. I reckon they may be after our boats. There's no other way to get out of here after all. You should ask Skip about this. He's been with them and barely got away with his life. He's got quite an interesting tale to tell. Too bad you can't hear it, though. You haven't paid your toll after all. Halt, friend or foe?
Friend.
Anyone can say that. I don't know you. What do you want here?
About those bandits in the tower.
Yes?
They're a history.
Did you pull that off all by yourself? Respect! Maybe you'll even be a real pirate someday.
I want in there.
Really? That'll cost you, though. 500 gold pieces. And you look like someone who's got gold on him. So a small contribution is not gonna kill you? Or did you steal those posh rags of yours?
Can't we come to an agreement somehow?
Well, give me a good reason and I might make it cheaper for you.
Malcolm sent me. He says the wood may take a while.
Oh, great, I might have known. It's taking forever again.
I'm supposed to bring Morgan this meat.
Aha, and who sent you?
Alligator Jack. He says that Morgan is already waiting for it.
I see. Not in the mood himself, is he?
Let me in.
You brought me a message from our woodcutters. You want to play errand boy for Alligator Jack and bring the swamp rat meat to Morgan. And best of all, you got that vomit in the tower off our backs. I never thought you could do it all by yourself. 100 gold pieces, or you just get lost. It's as simple as that.
Good. Here's your gold.
Thanks. Welcome to our camp. If you were planning to sign on with us, lad, you're out of luck. Only the captain decides who gets to sign on in here, and he took half the crew and went to sea after booty. But you can stay until he's back, provided you don't cause any trouble here.
You can't rely on that.
That was obvious all along.
What have we here?
It happens
A
sooner or
fresh
later.
face, and not one of those filthy bandits, I hope. I'm Garrett. If there's anything you need, ask me first. I can get you almost anything. Wine, weapons, and other stuff you might need. Except for booze. If it's a decent drink you want, go see Samuel.
That's not what I heard.
Who's Samuel?
He's our
thinks this is
moonshiner.
easy as
He's
that?
got his cave on the beach, a little distance from the camp.
Obvious all
You can't
along.
miss it. Just walk north. You'll be well advised to keep yourself supplied with grog. Some of the boys here aren't very fond of greenhorns at all, if you get my drift. A decent swig of grog can work wonders for you.
I'd have done it differently.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
Where do you get your supplies?
Skip always brings loads of stuff from Corinus when he visits there.
No idea.
Until
You tell me.
recently, he used to sell some of it directly to the bandits.
knew that.
But since we've been at war with the bandits, I'm the one who ends up with all the stuff now.
I never knew that.
What do you know about the bandits?
You'd better ask Skip about that. He's been through quite a lot with that bunch. Let me tell you, Greg has given orders to do away with any bandit who shows up near the camp.
All that matters is strength.
You're Captain Greg. What's he like?
He's a tough old bastard, and no doubt about it. And greedy to the bone. He makes Francis, our treasurer, pay out not a penny more than what it takes to prevent a mutiny. And if one of us ever gets his hands on something really valuable, he'll inevitably take it for himself. I once took a compass from a royal frigate. That bastard Greg made me hand it over, of course. Bah. He probably buried it somewhere, just like the rest of his treasures.
That was no big deal.
Where might Greg have buried that compass?
Greg once told me that death himself watches over my compass. Then he laughed.
Anything else?
There's a beach at the southern coast. It can only be reached by sea. Greg is said to have been there often. Maybe you'll find something there. I once went there to see what I might
you can
find
say that
myself,
myself.
but the area is teeming with monsters. If you really want to give it a try, don't forget to bring a
Nobody
pick.
wants to know.
I'm not telling you anything.
What can you tell me about Francis?
Greg put him in command while he's
That'll
gone.
never change.
But Francis is a total failure as a leader.
I'd have done
He can't even get Morgan to stir his lazy ass out of bed. Henry and his boys are the only ones doing anything around here. The others are just enjoying themselves instead of working. I can only hope that Greg will come back soon. He'll give them all a good swift kick in the ass.
people.
Same old thing, all over again.
Anything new?
Nothing ever happens anymore
He
since
doesn't say
Greg
that,
left.
I can't help him.
Show me what you have.
What does he know about duty?
He would have never thought of that himself.
You can't rely on that.
That's not what I heard.
I've got no time for things like that.
I never knew that.
And there's more, believe me.
He doesn't even know how to hold a sword.
Been there, done that.
Will it ever change?
New here, are you? Great. We can use every man.
How are things?
Right now, all's quiet in the camp, so I'm going to relax a little. And if I were you, I'd do the same. Since the bandits are here now, the situation may change faster than we like.
What do you know about the bandits?
You mean besides the fact that they're a deadly menace and outnumber us by far?
Yes?
They're rolling in gold. Well, at least they were rolling in gold. They never paid for their last shipment. But I doubt that it's because those bastards ran out of gold. Huh. It's more likely that they've gotten way too big for their boots.
Looky there, a newbie. And a landlubber at that. You're a bit scrawny for a pirate.
Can you teach me something?
Teach you? You bet. I could teach you to become stronger and improve your dexterity. But why would I want to do that?
Because I'll buy you a drink.
Not bad, kiddo. Got it. First try. But don't even bother to bring me some cheap rotgut.
I'll get you some grog.
Are you trying to poison me? I'm not touching that muck. Do you have any idea what's in there? Old Samuel has some good stuff as well. Go get me some of that. Have you ever tried Samuel's special recipe?
No, not yet.
Then have a go at it. It's a must try. Oh, I love this concoction.
Same old thing, all over again.
What have we here? Crossing the path of old Skip again? I know you.
That's no secret.
The bay, near the city, remember?
You hardly
Skip,
know who
right?
believes
I
these
see I
days.
made a lasting impression.
Nobody wants
But I've
to
seen
know.
your mug elsewhere in the meantime.
That's not what I heard.
But of course!
It was his decision, wasn't it?
Oh well, not a great likeness, but it's certainly
Is it really
you. Don't let it get to you. My own wanted poster looks
What does
just
he
as
know about
daft.
duty?
What are
All
you
that
doing
matters
here?
is
I've just come back from Corinus, and now I'm waiting for Greg to
Couldn't
return.
get away with that.
I saw
You mean
Greg
to
and
say-
Corinus.
Really? Damn. Something must have gone wrong then. He should have been here with our ship some time ago.
anything
I
from me.
suppose I should go back to Corinus and wait for him
Tell
there.
me.
Ah, but certainly not today. I only
better
just
off
arrived here.
You can't rely on that.
What can you tell me about the bandits?
The bandits?
I'm no better off
They're
myself.
attacking us! Why do you think we're building this
I've got no time for
palisade?
things
We
like
brought those scumbags over here ourselves.
I'm no
We used to
better off
trade with them. Boy, let me tell you, they've got more gold than they'll ever know what to do with. They were prepared to pay
Never
any
thought of
price for a
myself.
bottle of rum. But those times are
been there,
past.
done that.
It's war now.
What happened?
Those bastards hadn't paid for their last shipment. So I went there to see what had become of our gold. But when I got to the swamp, the swine attacked me. And that's not all. They killed
couldn't care
Angus
less.
and Hank, two of our best people. Just stay away from that swamp, I tell you. They'll go after anyone who doesn't look as shabby as they do.
All that matters is strength, so don't tell me that.
Have you ever met Raven?
Don't have to
Certainly. When I was with Henry up at the gate, I watched Raven place some of his boys at the tower to the south, just a stone's throw from our camp. I guess they're supposed to spy on us. I've also seen how he treats his people when they don't do his bidding. He'll make short shrift of anyone who doesn't obey his orders to the letter. Mark my words, stay well away from
I've stayed
Raven.
out of it.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
Tell me more about Angus and Hank.
Angus
been
and
there,
Hank
done that.
were supposed to meet with some bandits in front of the camp.
knew that.
They were carrying all kinds of supplies. Everything those
been there,
bastards
done
had
that.
ordered from us. Forged steel and
better
lockpicks
change?
and whatnot. But they never came back.
Things
The
would've turned
bandit
out different.
swine must have done away with them. Morgan and Bill went out to look for them without any success. Bill was pretty devastated. They were both friends of his.
Do you really
He's still
believe
young. These things really get to him. The rest of us took it in our stride. The goods we can afford to
listened to the wrong
lose.
people.
But the grog they were carrying.
Tell me that isn't
We're
true.
talking at least 20 bottles.
Nothing amazes me anymore.
Tell me that isn't true.
I need Bandit's armor.
You want to go in there? Are
With
you
better change?
insane? Once those guys find out you're not one of them,
had to happen
you're
sooner or later.
sausage meat.
Do you have any idea where I could find armor like that?
You don't give up easily, do you? All right. We used to have a
That's been
suit.
known a long
Greg's
time.
probably still got it somewhere, up in his hut.
That'll never
Maybe
change.
you can buy it from him when he gets back.
That's been known a long time.
Nobody wants to know.
Can you tell me how to get into his hut?
Whoa there! Not so fast. You weren't thinking of ransacking Greg's stuff, were you? When he left, he gave the key to Francis and told him not to let anyone into his hut.
The things I can tell you.
What can you tell me about Francis?
Francis is our treasurer. The captain
That
trusts
was
him.
no big deal.
That's probably why he left him in command. But none of
That's
the
all
boys
just
here
gossip.
really take him seriously. If you want to know more, talk to Samuel. He's got his still in the little cave north of here. There isn't a soul in this camp Samuel doesn't know all kinds of things about.
That's really not my problem.
About
been there,
that
done
grog.
that.
You're missing 20 bottles, right?
Yes, damn
never
it,
thought
my
of that
entire stock.
It was his decision, wasn't it?
Can you take me to
You listened
Corinus?
to the wrong
No way. I'm not leaving now. I'll find myself a decent swig of grog first.
I'm not telling you anything new.
Have you got anything to sell?
If you want to trade, go to Garrett. He's in charge of our
He
supplies.
doesn't see that I can't help him.
It was his decision, wasn't it?
I'm no better off myself.
Hey, you! How are things going with you?
What's up? Did Henry send you here? Tell him to get his planks as soon as I'm done. If he can't wait that long, he's welcome to saw them himself.
What are all these planks for?
We use them for the palisade, you dimwit. Greg thought it would be a good idea to secure our camp this way. We can save ourselves the work, if you ask me. If the bandits are really planning to attack us, this ridiculous palisade isn't going to stop them. We should have never tolerated them in our valley in the first place. If I'd known all this in advance, I'd have stayed in Corinus.
I'm looking for Angus and Hank.
have no idea where they are. The bandits must have got them.
You were friends with them, weren't you?
All I know is that they were gonna meet up with the bandits in a cave not far from here. It must be somewhere outside our camp, to the east. I don't know where exactly. I've never been there myself. Maybe you should ask Alligator Jack about this. He's always roaming around outside the camp.
Can I help you saw?
Nah, I can handle this by myself. I joined up here not long ago, and letting others do my work won't get me anywhere if you get my drift.
You've been to Carinas?
Yes, I kept myself afloat there, picking pockets and doing a little swindle or two. But whenever fewer ships came in, business got worse and worse. At some point, I got tired of being on the run from the militia for a few crusts of bread. That's when I joined Greg. Now I'm stuck here, sawing all day to build a palisade that's of no use to anyone.
Can you teach me something?
Well, I could show you how to pick other people's pockets unnoticed, but you should be fairly dexterous, or you can just forget it.
Hey, you! Can you tell me something about Francis?
Look around you. The only ones working are Henry and his boys. Morgan spends all day in bed or guzzling booze. No such nonsense with Greg. If you don't toe the line, he'll kick you in the butt, and that's that.
How's it going?
I can't complain. It's a bit boring, but at least I don't have to work. I'm preparing for the next task that Greg's given me.
What task?
I mustn't say. No offense, kid, but I've worked hard for the privilege, and I don't want to lose it again.
Can you teach me something?
I'm sorry, I've got no time right now. I've got some training to do.
Who around here can teach me something?
Henry and Morgan are leading our raiding troops. They can teach you how to be a better fighter. Henry's people all use two-handed weapons. Morgan prefers the faster one-handed weapons.
Who else?
Beats me, I've never been interested in anything else. But I'm sure that Alligator Jack or Samuel could still show you a trick or two.
The things I could tell you.
Will it ever change?
That's no secret.
I never knew that.
You can't rely on that.
I must get into Greg's hut.
Forget it. Greg's not there. And I've locked the door, and now I see to it that nobody sneaks around here to do a little looting. So make yourself scarce, or I'll let you have it.
Things is as easy as that.
He listened to the wrong.
Greg is your boss?
Now don't try and tell me that you know him.
I'm staying out of it.
Any sailor, even any cursed landlubber on this island, knows the terrible Captain Greg, and he left me in command. I'm responsible for making those lazy bums do what he commanded. Some of the boys may think they can do whatever they damn well want now that the captain's not here. Won't they be surprised when Greg comes back? I'll tell him everything that's been going on here. Got it? Including who's been trying to get into his hut. So make yourself scarce, or you'll be in a load of trouble.
I couldn't get away with
He doesn't even know how to hold a sword.
that. That'll never change.
He listened to the wrong people.
I'm here to deliver some meat.
I need a sip to wake me up. That's better. So again, what do you want?
I'm here to deliver some meat. From Alligator Jack?
I remember. Right. The meat. Give it here.
What are you doing here?
Greg made me commander of one of the 2 raiding troops. I'm responsible for keeping the camp supplied. Alligator Jack sees to that. I'm also responsible for keeping those beasts you find out here well away from the camp. That's what the boys do. I told him I don't want to see a single beast left around here when Greg comes back.
Do you ever do anything yourself?
Hey, none of that lip. Mine is the most important task of all. I train my people. I make them into the best and most fearless fighters who ever sailed these waters. And it's not like the lads do all that work for nothing. They get a good-sized bag of gold for their efforts.
What do you think of Francis?
I don't mind him, as long as he leaves me alone.
Isn't he the boss around here?
He thinks he's the boss, but at some point, Greg will return, and then Francis gets to go back to sawing planks.
I want to join your troop.
My troop? My troop is hanging out at the beach. Those boys won't lift a finger until the captain is back. You can count on that. But if you want to show everybody what you're made of, feel free to work on the northern beach. It's full of lurkers and who knows what else. Take them on by yourself, and you'll earn the respect of the people. Welcome to my troop. I'll go lie back down.
Ah, a new face. What do you want, rum or something stronger?
I want to talk to you about Francis.
Just don't mention that wannabe captain. He sits on his fat ass all day acting important. We'd all like to know what the hell the captain was thinking when he put him in command here. What do you want from that prig?
I must get into Greg's hut.
Really? To do what?
I need a bandit's armor.
Ha ha! Francis will never agree to let you go into the hut so that you can nab a few of Greg's things. Unless...
Yes?
You've got something he really wants. I know that Francis has hidden something in an abandoned mine in the canyon. Once, when we were on guard duty together and he dozed off as always, he went on about it in his sleep. I've no clue what he buried there, but maybe it's so important to him that he'll let you into the hut to get it back. When the captain comes back and finds some of his things are missing, he'll have Francis's hide for it.
What else have you got?
I can get you anything a pirate needs in order to survive.
What's new in the camp?
Nothing much has been happening here since Greg left. Morgan and most of his boys been just hanging around and boozing all day. The only one who does anything at all is Henry. He and his boys are building the palisade. It's high time for Captain Greg to come back and give that Francis a good swift kick in the ass.
I've come to get my ration of grog.
You guys don't do anything without your grog, huh? Right. Here you go.
I want something stronger.
Ah, a seeker. I'm always after new recipes myself. Decent booze should be clear and strong and burn your throat like liquid fire. You don't find that very often. But I'm talking too much. You want a drink? Here, my own recipe. How do you like that? I call it hasty herring.
Ooh, impressive.
You can say that again. You wouldn't happen to know a good recipe for booze yourself. If you do, you must tell me. Want another?
Give me some of your hasty herring.
Rather vile muck, but effective.
Give me some of your hasty herring.
Rather vile muck, but effective.
Give me rum.
Ah, this is mother's milk to a sailor. Here,